WGT Flavors, Clint here with another video. This is a revision of the past video I did and I took down because I found out that I was wrong. And I'm a proud person, but if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. I want to show you people the correct way. Basically, the past video was being on the tee box. If you hit your water and your ball in the water, or you, for whatever reason, your second shot is also from a tee box. I thought that you were still on a tee because I was just going by my driver. But it ends up I try it with an iron a different way, and it ends up that if you're, for whatever reason, if you're hitting off the tee box the second time, it's just like being on the fairway. Now here on the first part of the first video here where I was, hitting the driver on the tee, and I was getting the distances. I was only counting dings and putting them on spreadsheets. I was counting the carry and the apex, and of course, the funny thing I did notice here was even with just a little bitty wind, the ball would still land at all different places. But anyway, here's where I went back and I was using an iron, and I did 10 shots, all dings, and recorded each distance, again, just the carry, that's all I worried about. And found out that, let's try to find out that I was wrong. That even though, like I said, I was going by my driver, and if you hit the driver, off the fairway, it's not going to go very far. So that's what I was testing off of, because if you hit your driver off of a tee box, even if it's your second shot, it still acts like it's on a tee. But when you're using an iron and you hit your drive and you go into the water, or you accidentally double click your mouse and it just knocks it off the tee, but it's still on the tee box, find out that it is just like being on the fairway, even though the driver acts differently, like you're on a tee. And like on here, I was doing 10 shots and all dings, and found out that the distance average was them 10. There was, let's see, what was that, 192. And then I went to the knocked it off the tee there. I did a little shot there, knocked it off the tee. And now I'm on the tee box, but I'm on the ground, so I went back to my 5-iron, all 5 shots, all full back, and noticed that, it took about 10 yards off. So there's 185 there where it was around 194. Like I said, I did 10 more shots, just like that, and counted all the dings. And found out that I was wrong. And the one time that you always hear, don't go by distance on WGT, because it could be plus or minus, up to 10 yards on distance, which, everybody knows that. But it came up pretty even between being on the tee box and hitting it without a tee and being on the fairway, because I decided to go one step further, and whenever I was noticing that there was a difference, and there was a big difference between hitting it off of a tee on the tee box and hitting it when it's not showing to be on the tee box. So I noticed there was pretty much 10 yards difference between the two, and so I decided to go ahead and put it on the actual fairway. See, there was 192, and then 184 was my average for being on there. So I decided to go onto the fairway, same condition, same club. Of course, this time I didn't count every ding, because I noticed between all the dings that I missed, even though if I just barely missed a ding, it still would be within a couple of yards. So I took anything with a ding or real close to the ding, because I was already went through one ball because I was wanting to use a good ball. I already went through one ball, so I decided to just use, less hits. So, in conclusion, I'm not 100% about the driver. I do know the driver does sort of act like it's on the tee, but on irons, if you're on the tee box and you're hitting it a second time for whatever reason, well, it's just like being on the fairway. It doesn't take away 5 yards. Doesn't take away, well, for being on the fairway, it's the exact same. Because you'll notice here, doing my last few hits here on the off the fairway. Of course, I get everything speeded up, so because if I didn't, it'd be like a 35-minute video. So, but got a couple more hits here, and if you can notice that the distance is pretty the same on the fairway as it is on the tee without a tee. So here's a last hit here. So you notice there I got 184 average for the first one and 184 average for the second one. So apologize, but I want to know y'all have the right information. And so I wanted to remake this video, took the other one down, and that way you'll know for sure the truth. All right, thank you for watching, and have a great day.